Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and, well, that was weird. I don't think I've ever had Metroid Prime crash on me like that. But whatever. I'm just glad I saved not too long. Oh, hello, Plated Beetle. Yeah, former boss is now a normal enemy here. But yeah, I'm glad I saved not too long before it crashed. So yeah, if you fight this boss over, he gives you 100 health. Gives you this little ultra energy here. We didn't need any health. Now there is something we could get that way, that we've been able to get for quite some time now, but... Actually, we could get two things now, but we'll be going that way later eventually anyways. Oh, you know, it's right here. I might as well go to it. I'm not gonna avoid picking up two things that are right next to me just because I'm gonna go there later. So this one we've been able to... Didn't I just kill you? Anyways, so this one right here we've been able to get for a while. And this is a missile expansion. But there is another place we could go now that we have the boost ball. And that's up this smooth surface. I could go up there, or I could go up on this side. That side will just lead to something we can't do yet, so we're going this way. Which leads to another missile expansion. Anyways, now that we've done everything we can do here at the current time, let's get out of here. And now, with our boost ball, we should be able to get this. Screw you, Plated Beetle, I'm not fighting you. Okay, let's go left first so that we get the height right. And there we go, another item down. And now where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? There's like a bunch of stuff there that I can't really do yet. So I think I'll save that for later. Maybe I should have just saved coming back this way for later in general, but whatever. It's too late now, I'm already taking this path, so... yeah. Not even gonna worry about those guys, takes too long to kill them. Part of me wants to use that save room just because I'm afraid of crashing now. But you know what? Screw it. For a lot of my Let's Plays, I play through the whole game without ever saving. That's what I did with Link's Awakening. When I finished that game, I turned the game back on so I could restart the game and do my boss bash video. And there wasn't even a save file there, because I never saved throughout my whole entire LP. Alright, anyways. We're almost back to Magmore Caverns. And then we got a bunch of Magmore caverns to go through, and yeah, this is a pretty heavy backtracking segment. You get all the way to Phendrana Drifts, go a bit of the way through it, and then they're like, hey, go all the way back to the start and come back again. It's a bit nuts. But, I mean, that's just how it goes in Metroid, so I can't complain too much. When you're playing a Metroid game, you should know what you're getting yourself into. Gonna skip another save room, because I'm crazy like that. I laugh in the face of game crashes. And you know what? Screw the lava. I don't care. I'll go straight through it. Why should I care about the lava? It doesn't do that much. I mean, it kind of does, but not when you're in it for such a short amount of time. And hey, we don't even have to go through that tunnel anymore, because we can just jump straight over that gate. There's still something in here that we could get. I'm not quite sure if we could get it now, but I know we're definitely not supposed to be able to get it now. I'm not sure what weapon you need to get the item that's in that room, though. And we are practically back to Phendrana Drifts already. But before we go there, we've got something to check out around here. Man, we are getting destroyed by those guys. Okay, so it'll be quicker to climb up here since we've got the space jump and all. Get out of here, stupid turret. Okay, I thought I was gonna overshoot it, so I tried to correct myself. And that did not work out. I don't think I would have overshot it either. Maybe I would have, because I did there. Wow. Maybe having the space jump is actually making this harder. There we go. We did it now. So now that we have the space jump, we can get up here, which we couldn't before. And if we head over this way on top of the building here, we've got a bunch of computers and a new device. So this is a spinner. This is a standard spinner device. The generator belt of the spinner can be activated by rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside a spinner to activate the device. That I will do, so that's another use for the boost ball. We rose our bridge. And where could this lead to, I wonder? I mean, I don't wonder, I know. But if you've never seen this game before, if you're just a little fuzzy with your memory there, then maybe you are wondering. Maybe. But this leads to somewhere very interesting, because it has our next Chozo artifact! So yeah, this is the Warrior Shrine. And this is something we can't do yet. So we will have to come back here later, but since we were here, I figured we'd get this now. Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of strength, the second of 12. So far we've been getting the artifacts in order by number. I can guarantee that it is not going to stay that way throughout the rest of the game. These artifacts were not meant to be collected in order. I'll just say that right now. Anyways, now that we've taken that little detour, now we can finish our trip back to Phendrana Drifts. And that did not bounce me up the first time. Thankfully, the block takes 2 hits to destroy. Yeah, how did it hit the block but not me when I was closer to it? The bomb was above me, and I was on the block, so that's a little weird. But I guess physically it would make sense, because the bomb should be under me to bounce me up, right? Whatever. Anyways, back to here. We have made it back to Phendrana, finally. And we can shortcut around a bit now because of our space jump. So yeah, like these floating platforms with the rocket thrusters on the bottom, yeah, we can just skip all the way up here now. But that's not where we want to go. We want to go to this one over here. Yeah, there's nothing we can do with that right now. But we can go this way. This is where we are meant to go. Get out of here, Paul Spamu. I need to charge a beam, thank you very much. I mean, I might have been able to get through that with a missile as well, I'm not sure. Anyways, where are we now? We got a baby Sheegoth to deal with. And a new enemy here. This is an ice parasite. Scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example, having adjusted to a frigid climate. This vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. So, oh, you can destroy that by shooting it with beam shots. I thought you had to missile it, but I guess not. Okay, a statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on his hands. Okay, call it whatever you want. That Chozo holds all of existence in his hands. Can I, like, scan the... Oh my gosh! I regret my decision to try to scan that. Okay. Wow, let's get back up there and not get wrecked. Can we get back up there, please? I'm gonna take these guys out. Not taking any more crap from them. I thought you might be able to scan that frozen waterfall, but I guess not. I know you can scan it, like, up here. There appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. The statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. So yeah, lots of Chozo statues around here. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns this door. A symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." Alright, so we've got a few Chozo heads here. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo philosopher. This statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo warrior. This statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo architect. This statue is flawless. And then this is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. So yes, shaman. This one is damaged. So let's just utterly destroy it, and we have a little bomb slot behind there. Which should just be the normal scan of any bomb slot, yeah. And that will open our way forward. Oh, I can't scan it again. What do you know? So now we want to bust our way down here so we can bust our way forward and then bust our way back up. And let's rinse and repeat. I had a feeling I laid them too fast. And we're out of here, and this is where we wanted to be. Yeah, rising predator activity. That sounds like a battle, but I don't see any enemies, so it looks all good. What is this? The wave beam. Alright, let's take it. What's that noise? There was a shake. Also, we need the wave beam to get out. Anyways, let's just take it. You really could have grabbed that, Samus. Anyways, we've got some baby Sheegoths to fight here. Since those lowered, there's two more things, though. So do they have more baby Sheegoths behind them? Yes, they do. Once you defeat one baby Sheegoth, one of the things lowers, and you get another baby Sheegoth to fight. So yeah, to get the wave beam, we gotta beat these 4 baby Sheegoths. It's really not that bad of a fight. But then the real fight begins. This ain't no baby. This is a full-grown Sheegoth, and he's charging for me. Supreme Predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Sheegoths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Sheegoths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack. making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. So, we're a little low on health, so let's try to fix that here. Okay, we're frozen, but I broke free. He used his icy breath on me. And he's also like trying to absorb my beam shots. That's why my beams were curving there. So they were going up into him like that. So he can use some special attack on me. Because right now I'm just feeling one of his attacks. That's not helping me at all, it's just helping him. I'm only fueling it because I want to see what he does. Come on, what do you do when I charge you up? Do your attacks just get stronger, or do you actually do something? Is that electric thing that's going on supposed to be what happens? I don't know, but anyways, you're supposed to shoot him in the mouth when he's, like, catching his breath like that. At least that's one way you can fight him. If you're out of missiles, there is another way. Yeah, that breath will freeze you. You don't want to mess with that. But the other way is to fight with morph ball bombs. They said his underbelly's vulnerable, and they're not lying. So you can hurt him that way. Yeah, similar to the plated beetle, we will see more of these guys later on, but just like with the plated beetle, we'll never actually have to fight more of these later. They'll just kinda be there. Anyways, no, we did not beat him yet. I saw him doing a different animation, and it made me think that we had it. There we go. And our wave beam comes back up. Let's actually get it this time. I will take that stuff. And the wave beam is ours. Now, unfortunately, this isn't like the 2D games where the wave beam goes through walls. But it does have that cool arc there, and it is more powerful, and it also gives a status effect to your enemies. If you hit them with a charged shot, it'll actually stun them. Plus, the wave beam is the only way to get through purple doors, and there's some enemies that can only be affected by the wave beam, like these guys. Best not to charge your shot with those guys, though, because then they'll come towards you. These guys are also vulnerable to wave beam. Yeah, it doesn't move quite as fast as the power beam, but it is stronger and, you know, has better advantages, and you can switch beams whenever you want. Also, one thing that annoys me about the trilogy version of the game is that when you charge your shots, there's like little visual effects that happen in the original game. Like, I can't remember if the lines that are going across the screen were not in Trilogy, or if the light coming out of my arm cannon wasn't in Trilogy, but there was some special effects when charging your shot that wasn't in Trilogy, and that's with every beam. So like all that electrical stuff going over Samus's arm there, like that effect wasn't in Trilogy for some reason. And there's something like that with every beam where they just took an effect out in the Trilogy version. Another effect that got taken out in Trilogy version is like the stuff that goes behind you in the water. I don't know, they just took out some effects and I find it weird. Anyways, now that we have the wave beam, we want to head back up here. We basically want to head almost all the way back to where we got the boost ball. Which we're practically we're there already. So, now that we have space jump, we can get up here. Which means that we can finally get at a good angle to knock this stalactite down. And that'll allow us to climb around the room and get to the wave beam door that's in this room. Ow! I don't want to be bothered to fight these guys, but fine. I'll shoot you too if you really want me to. Come on now. Now, let's head over here for a second, because there is something here. The ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat, which means we can't open it yet, but there is something weird looking down there that we have not seen yet. And unfortunately, we can't scan it with the ice in the way. So I guess we're just gonna have to not know what that is for a little while longer. Okay, so now we got this crazy room. Now what's this all about? We got one-way access hatches. We got spinners. We got unanchored platforms that float on the water, which probably means we're going to be raising the water, and that is true, we are. So I'd say let's start by activating these spinners. So, doing that spinner opened some hatches. And there's some other hatches that will open when we spin this one. Now, with all the hatches opened, that is now something we can activate. That's gonna, yeah, that's the same scan. Okay. Anyways, so now that this is something we can activate, what's that gonna do? Well, I already said we were changing the water, and that's what this does. It raises the water, those platforms raise with it. And those invisible enemies are flying around. Those enemies that can make themselves invisible, the flicker bats. Let's get over here as fast as we can. Because we want to go down this tube, because we got an energy tank down here. The water was about to lower again. And as you see, it is lowering. So let's go raise it again. So instead of going for the energy tank this time, we will actually try to climb the place. But first, let's get rid of the rest of these guys, if we can. I think that's all of them. Okay, again. So up this way, we've got a ton of doors. Let's check out what's over here first. We can't really do much about that. This door has no power. So we can't really do much about that. Now this door over here is where we're going to want to go to first. Because missile doors usually signify a save room, and that's exactly what this is. Got some stuff to scan, though. Yeah, just 2 things. That's not very much, but it is there. Let's save before the game crashes again. And now let's head onward. Part of me kinda wants to save this for another video. But, you know, it honestly probably should be saved for another video, but whatever. I'm just gonna go. So we can scan that to oh. I thought that would disable the turret. Never mind. But we do have a new enemy here. We have our Shadow Pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. So see, if I charge my beam on him, he gets electrified and he's stunned for a little bit. But yeah, he can turn invisible-ish. And I don't mean that. That was just him dying and fading away. But he can turn invisible-ish. Oh, that would have turned off the turret. And because I destroyed it, it says perimeter defense turret malfunction. Yeah, so there was one I could have scanned. All right. Great, we set off the alarm. Well, it looks like we got some normal space pirates now. Sentient aggressor species, well-trained in weapon and melee combat. Space pirates wield galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm-mounted scythes in combat. This species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and immoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. Alright, well, let's take some of these guys out here. Force field accessible only through space pirate bioimaging, impossible to breach. So yeah, that's a door, but that's a door we can never go to, because it's only for space pirate use. And we already scanned the locked door. And now the doors have been unlocked. Hooray! So yeah, we're gonna want to go through this door now, because it's a map station with lots of things to scan. Okay, let's actually get our map now. You've downloaded the map for this area. Let us take a look at that. So it's pretty much entirely just gonna add on the space pirate base here. Aside from this little section. But this is not the full map of the rest of Phendrana Drifts. There is more. That map just doesn't give us the whole map. But that does show us where we're going to be going to here. Throughout the base. I hear turrets. Can't fool me with that, although you did hit me. Yeah, no need to sneak by those anymore. We can just destroy them straight up. Oh boy, it's time to scan a lot of stuff. And I can't scan that one for some reason, or that one. Whatever. Let's take these guys out first of all. So I guess we'll scan a little bit, do a little scanning, do a little fighting. We can scan the stasis tanks as well as the computers talking about what was in the stasis tanks. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to scan here. Like, we'll get to those computers in a second here. First, let's take care of what's on this side of the room. There's stuff up here to scan. There's just a ton of stuff everywhere. Got stuff about some ice beetles. That's an enemy we haven't even encountered yet. Thank goodness this isn't all pirate data, or we'd have a lot of reading to do. But there is some pirate data over here. I guess let's get into it. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin impacting approximately 20 years ago, expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess lifelike characteristics, mutating organic life forms strong enough to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single-generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Tallon IV are being finalized. So yeah, even here, 50% of all logbook scans downloaded, awesome. But even here, they're talking about how Phazon might be alive, and I'm pretty sure that it is. More pirate data. Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Alright, this one's not a pirate data. I don't need to read this one. Just show it. And one more pirate data. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Tallon IV is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this later sort and plug them whenever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. And that music and those noises mean that there's still enemies in here. They're just higher up in the room. And guess what? There's more scans up there too. Oh joy. Alright, so got another guy here. Is he the last one? Doesn't sound like it. And there was an explosive container there. That helped take care of them. Also, I couldn't help but notice something over here. Xenome behavioral patterns show decreased reflexive activity at temperatures below freezing. Huh, interesting. Why is that interesting? You'll see. Can we not scan that one? Okay, then. Back to these computers, then. Ow! Stupid turret up here is sniping me. There's the last guy. I was wondering where you were. Alright, now all that's left in this room is lots of scans, and this thing that we can't break yet. Yeah, do not handle sedated xenomes without proper ice containment equipment. Interesting. Pirate communique analyzed. Main research facility located. Okay. Yeah, that's where we want to go. That's where we were going already. The research core at the end of this base. It's kind of interesting that this place has a lab called the Ether, but it has no relation to the Ether from Metroid Prime 2. Anyways, more pirate data. Research Outpost Glacial 1 in the Phendrana Drifts region of Tallon IV's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control. Even those well into Phazon infusion cycles, cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantined caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern, as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. So yeah, that's what the whole ice containment stuff was about. Metroids are weak to ice. They've got Metroids here. I would say it's not a Metroid game without Metroids, but Metroid Prime Hunters exists. So here's some more pirate data. Our initial tests exposing Tallon IV's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second reign of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined, We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. So, now that all that lore is out of the way, not Chozo lore, but pirate data, we can move on. And take out some turrets while we're at it. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything we can scan here to disable these guys, so we gotta fight them. Which is fine by me. And now, this room here is pretty cool. So this is the observatory. And we will take a good look at that once we take care of these guys, because they are going to be a problem for us otherwise. Oh gosh, there's more. Wait, there's more. Okay, could I have scanned that before it was something I could do? Whatever, it really doesn't matter if I miss a minor scan like that, but I'm trying to scan everything I can. So is that scan gonna change once we mess around with this thing? Alright, so there's the upper node here that's not activated. Here's the lower node here that's not activated. Here's the spinners here that aren't activated. Everything here is just not activated. But before we start activating stuff, more lore time! Oh boy! Yeah, this is a space pirate base. Expect lots of scans. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Tallon IV. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike, a landmass at heading mark 40.08.02, returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Tallon IV appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Holographic map coordinate data has been updated successfully, apparently. And some more pirate data. Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established, and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Phendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. Oh gosh, there's more computers up here, but it doesn't look like we can scan them. Alright, anyways, let's get this activated. Yeah, these things are probably gonna say something different later. But first, let's just start activating stuff. You activate one thing, it lets you activate something else. You activate that, it lets you activate something else. That's just how this room works. So that looks like a long jump, but you can make it. And now we got the bottom node starting to come up. Yeah, lower node of astronomical holographic projector functioning normally, but we still gotta get the upper node. And in order to do that, we can do our spinners now. So let's just spin, 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 spin to win. And I can't, like, scan that by any... Oh, I can. Okay. And would you look at that, the observatory is working now. And we have some planets to scan. There are 5 planets in this observatory here. Oh, I just can't scan that stuff at all now. Weird. But yeah, there are 5 planets to scan here, 2 of which are logbook entries. This is a logbook entry. Planet Zebes. Mass 4.8 trillion teratons. Profile. Planet's crust is primarily earthric ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A Class 19 planet, Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. I mean, hey, Samus grew up there with the Chozo. And that's where the original Metroid, Super Metroid, and the remake of the original Metroid, Metroid Zero Mission, all took place. But now for where this game takes place. Planet Tallon IV. Mass 5.1 trillion teratons. Profile. Ecosystem studies indicate that Tallon IV was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to Phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Tallon IV will be a barren Class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. Now let's take a look at those 3 other obscure planets that not many Metroid fans would know about. Planet Twin Tabula, mass 4.1 trillion teratons. Profile, planet is best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain native to Twin Tabula. In the early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death. That was Tallon IV again. Here's one. Planet Oromine 2. I think that's Oromine, not Doromine. But Planet Oromine 2. Mass 2.3 trillion teratons. Profile: an uninhabitable wasteland savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals. And finally, if I can find it... I know there's 5 planets here. There we go. Planet Billium. Mass 3.8 trillion teratons. Profile: quarantine. Atmosphere is rife with materialis. Atmosphere is rife with materialis, a sentient gaseous global exterminator virus. That sounds pretty serious. All 5 of these places sound like terrible places to be, honestly. Anyways, let's just head up to the top here. There was something we could collect. Right here. The super missile, which is pretty different from in the 2D games. In here, the super missile isn't a stronger missile, it's not an upgraded missile. It is instead a beam combo. Basically, you charge your beam and press the missile button, and it sends out a powerful attack that has properties of both beam and missile, and it costs you 5 missiles to do that attack. And there's a save station here, and this video has been going on for over an hour, so you bet we are going there, saving and stopping. But first, we've got some interesting stuff to scan. All Holo technicians report to main observatory. Maintenance required on both Holo modules. Chief Astrogation Officer feels our current dual holoprojector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. Now with that scan there, are they saying the holoprojector, like the hardware, is obsolete, or are they saying the data is obsolete? Because down there it said that it was like updated successfully, but here it's saying that it's obsolete, if that is what they're talking about. And, you know, canonically this game does take place between Metroid 1 and 2, but I mentioned before that there are some things that make it seem like it might take place later. And I'm just wondering if Zebes is supposed to be on this projector. Like, as time has gone on, I've grown more and more to accept the fact that this takes place between Metroid 1 and 2. It seems like they're changing things to make this fit in more. Like, the remake of Metroid 2, Samus Returns, added something that made the Metroid Prime games fit in better where they're officially supposed to be. But before, there were always things that made me think that these games took place elsewhere. And I just kind of want to talk about those as we go along. And I just want to say, like, I was thinking maybe the projector was wrong before because of some of the scans that say that it might be wrong or whatever. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this video. In the next video, we will get through the rest of this space pirate base on the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.